You see, brother, when you take Islam from the family, from the society, and you don't take it with your heart and with your full understanding, then you will not be able to give to somebody. Myself, I grew up as a Christian, and one day I was traveling as a tourist in Turkey. Somewhere I get lost. It was 11 o'clock in the evening and I was somewhere strange for me. I saw somebody in the street, I go to him and I ask him, can you tell me where is my hotel? At that time, no GPS, no mobiles, nothing. Yeah? That guy, that brother, he looked to me and he said, there is not any hotel in this village, but I will be very happy to have you as a guest. I was a little bit concerned because he don't look very nice for me. He was having very long beard and very tough man. I tell to my wife, look, we'll go close to his house. If we see the place is okay, we'll go in. If not, we'll search for other location. When we reach, the front door was open, was completely dark outside. And I saw inside on the floor 5 children, small, different age, 4 or 5. When I saw 5 children, I told to my wife, the place should be okay. Then that man, he invited us inside. He offered us some dinner, very simple, but the way how he treat us, we feel very comfortable. And then he said, you sleep here, we have the other place. Dear brother, next day when I wake up, when I opened the door, was daytime. I saw that guy, he has no other room. That room was all his house. And he was sleeping with his 5 children, with his mother and his wife, outside, under the tree. I was shocked. I go to him, I say, are you crazy? Why you give me the room and you sleep outside? He said, you are a travelers. And I have to give whatever I have because I am a Muslim. Dear brother, when that guy, he said, I am a Muslim, his face was shiny and he was the most happiest man in the world. I tell to my wife, look, this guy, he has nothing, but he gave it to us because he's a Muslim. We started to study Quran and Hadith and we became Muslim. When I became Muslim, I understand from the beginning, the biggest gift which I have in my life is to be a Muslim. And brother, always the gift is coming with the responsibilities. I get the big gift, Islam. What is the biggest responsibility? To make da'wah. And this is very important to understand, because if I will ask you, why you come to this country, there will be different answer. Some of them, they will say, it was my dream when I was young. The other one, he will tell you, I want to get some better life for me and for my family. The other one, he will tell you, from the political reason. The other one for the religious reason. But this is not one is the perfect answer. This is a plan from Allah to bring Islam to this land. And when you come here, you bring with you a very big responsibility. The way how you talk with the people about Islam. Myself, when I became Muslim, I started to study very deep how to make da'wah. When everybody started the campaign against Muslim, I took my car. Maybe you noticed my car is outside, it's a red car with the logo, Islam is the religion of peace. And I started to drive around the world with this logo, Islam is the religion of peace. I start from Romania, Bulgaria, Turkey, Syria, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Sudan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Kenya, Tanzania, Malawi, Mozambique, South Africa. From South Africa, I shipped the car to South America, Argentina, Brazil, Venezuela, Colombia, Panama, Nicaragua, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Salvador, Mexico, United States, Canada, Alaska. From Alaska, I went to Japan. From Japan, Taiwan, Australia. From Australia, I go to Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand. From Thailand to Burma, Bangladesh, India, Pakistan. From Pakistan, I shipped the car to Oman, Yemen. From Yemen to Egypt. From Egypt, I came Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and from Jordan, I shipped the car here. During this trip, always I meet the people and I make them to come to me. When somebody see my car, he come, Where do you come from? From Romania. How come you are from Romania and you are talking about Islam? Because I was Christian, I was like you, and I discovered Islam. When you discover Islam, you discover something which you cannot understand if you don't go to the book of the Quran and to the teaching of the Prophet Muhammad. Everybody said, how come? What do you discover? And there is a different answer for everybody. But most important thing is, brother, what you have to show to the people, you are happy as a Muslim. Never don't say, Assalamu alaikum. You see, I'm looking to your face now. 40% they are smiling, the other one they look like this to me. Brother, for dawah is not easy. It's the most difficult work in the world, because what is the biggest benefit in Islam? Prophet Muhammad, if he said, if you bring one man to Islam, it's worth the whole universe. You don't say if you pay 1 million, 1 billion, 10 billion zakat or sadaqah, it's valuable. If you bring one man to Islam, these things you have to focus. How you have to make the people Muslim? First of all, show to them you are happy as a Muslim. I said it's not easy, but when you walk in the street, you walk in the street and you make zikr. You say, let the people to see happiness in your face. They will come to you, they will ask you, I'm not happy, why you are happy? I went to Japan, and I went to one park. I saw one guy, he was with a knife in his hand, he was ready to take his life. I saw him, I was with my wife. I go to him, how are my brother? Why you call me brother? It was very tough. I said, because you are my brother. I said, how you are my brother? Where are you from? I'm from Romania. How you are from Japan, you are from Romania, you are my brother? I tell him, do you know the evolution? He said, a little bit. I said, who is the first man in the world? Adam. Okay, my father is Adam, your father is Adam. Are we brothers? He tell me more about it. And then we discuss, we stayed there. This one maybe was around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the afternoon. That man, at the Fajr, he said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Brother, this is my advice to you. Now we are not very much people like in the Jummah here. Look around you, and you notice, next to you, today was Ahmed. Ahmed is not here. Now when you go home, call Ahmed and say, Assalamu alaikum Ahmed, I miss you. I was looking for you and the Maghrib. But you'll see it for Jummah, for Isha here. Don't tell to somebody, why you are not praying? Just tell him, I miss you, and I want to see you in the mosque. When you meet these people in the street, you know there are English people here. Sometimes they hate not Islam, because they are living with the principle of Islam. They hate the action of the Muslim. I'm sorry to tell you that, brother. I come from Newcastle now. I travel everywhere in the city. You know what I saw, the dirty places? I'll be very tough. I saw the dirty places where the Muslims live. Prophet Muhammad he said, when you go to one place, leave the place better than it was before. If you want to attract somebody to this mosque, let him to feel when he passes the mosque, we are happy here. Always treat them nice. Sometimes don't give to them books. Don't tell them you have to be a Muslim. Just remind him we are brothers. My father, I will tell you the story. My father, when I became Muslim, he said, go away, you are not anymore my son. He kicked me out from the house. I was 32 years at that time with my small boy and with my wife. We take our bag and we go. My father, when he saw I was not going back to say, no, sorry, I want to revert to the Christianity, I said, Alhamdulillah, and I left my house. After 6 months, 7 months, my brother-in-law, he became Muslim. When my father heard about that, he became more crazy. He called both of us. And he told to my brother-in-law, because of this stupid guy who converted to Islam, you do also same things? My brother-in-law, he said to my father, not because of him, because of this. And he showed to my father the Holy Quran. My father said, give me that book. I will study and I will prove you are taking very wrong decision. And he took the Bible and the Quran, and he started to make comparison study. For half year, he studied the Bible and the Quran. After half years, he closed the Bible, he put it away, and he go on and on with the Quran for almost 1 year. After 1 year, Thursday, we have, always in Romania at that time, Thursday we have like a lunch, family lunch. He called us and he said, guys, I'm sorry, and I want to be a Muslim. He became Muslim Thursday, and Friday he passed away. Brother, my son, when I became Muslim, he was 9. My friend, I have one friend who became Muslim at the same time, and he said, make him Muslim. He has a son. I said, no, I cannot make him Muslim like this. He's only 9, and I have to give him some understanding. No, he must be Muslim, he's your son. I said, no. Took me 5 years until my son, he said by himself, Daddy, I want to be a Muslim. And from that time, when he was 14, now he's 27, my son every day for Fajr is in the mosque. And the mosque is 40 kilometers away. Myself, I'm not going every Fajr, but my son is going. Why? Because during the 5 years, I was very hard showing him this happiness of Islam, the best things in Islam. My wife, she don't want to wear hijab. She liked everything in Islam, she don't want to wear hijab. My friends tell her, no, Mohammed, she must wear hijab. I said, give her time, huh? Quran was coming in 23 years, and you want to make her Muslim in 1 day? Perfect. One day I tell her, let's go for Umrah. But if you go for Umrah, you have to go. Okay, I'll go for that, and when I come back, I will remove. We go for Umrah. When she come back to Romania, she never removed the scarf. You see, brother, we have to let the people do. Why she was doing that? Because she was getting the feeling of Islam. And she was doing for Allah. She can do it for me. Eh? She said, I can please you. But when she understands, it's a different issue. For this reason, we have to be ourselves convinced about Islam. We cannot talk with the people in the street about Islam if you are not yourself very strong. And you don't have to know all the Quran. You know, Prophet Mohamed Stefan, he said, if you know one ayah from the Quran, if you know one, but you have to follow and to practice. Whatever you know about Islam, if you practice with your heart, you will increase the knowledge. Because when Prophet Mohamed Stefan received the Quran, the first book, he was not receiving, you have to pay zakat or to make salah or umrah. No, the first order from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was Iqra. Iqra. Read. Because this is bringing everything. If you read the Quran, then you'll understand what you have to pray. When you pray, you get the other feelings. Islam is like a chain. It's coming one by one. But always you have to put your heart. Because the guy who teach me about Islam, the man in Turkey, I visited him after several years. He didn't know how to pray very correct. You know, he was keeping his hand like this when he was praying. But believe me, when he said Allah Akbar, it's like you cut the line, you know. He was with Allah. These days, we say Allah Akbar. Islam have to be inside of us. And then we can go in the street. In the street, we have many people which are not Muslim. But sometimes I notice everywhere. Sometimes we look to them like they are our enemies. And they look to us like we are their enemies. And it's our mistake because we don't give them the really feeling about brotherhood. What is the meaning to be your brothers? You know, if somebody you look in the street, your neighbor, you have to, if you want to convince your neighbor, Islam is better, first of all you have to show him you are a good human being, because you are the creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Help him, maybe 100 times. Huh? Don't help him 1 time and then second times and then third times you became tired. No. Help him many times. Show him gratitude, show him you are a humble man, you are a nice man, and then he will ask himself why this guy is acting like this. Because he is a Muslim. This is dawah. Show to the people we are very good people, we are very nice human beings, because whatever we learn is from the Prophet Muhammad Stefan. Don't think it's difficult, brother, and think about Prophet Muhammad. I'll give you 2 examples. You know Prophet Mohamed Stefan, when he was sitting in the mosque. And there was a guy, he stepped inside of the mosque and he started to pee the wall. What did Prophet Mohamed Stefan do? What he do? What he said? Let him finish, eh? If somebody will step with the shoes in the mosque, now we'll start to shout. We have to reach the level of understanding. Okay, we cannot reach his level, but at least to try. Second one, when the Prophet Muhammad he went to Taif, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the angels to crush the mountain. What he said? Don't kill them. Let them to live with maybe one. You don't say maybe they will be Muslim. Maybe one of them will be a Muslim. Brother, try with everybody, every day. But the main important thing is put a smile in your face, put a happiness. It's not easy, eh? But if I ask our brother, how many years you started to be a doctor? 9 years, huh? Was it easy for you? No. But to get a diploma, what you use for 20 years, you struggle 9 years, huh? But if you bring one man to Islam, Allah will give us the paradise. How hard is? Put this one in your mind. Brother, how I said, I traveled to more than 100 countries. I faced any kind of situation. Even they were shooting through my car. Even they arrest me. Anyway, they arrest me in Saudi Arabia. They put me in jail. I was fighting with them. But never, I was not thinking to give up. And I have, in one day in the United States, in one meeting, I left my car. I will tell you the way, how was that meeting. I left my car in the parking of Walmart. And I start to show to my friends some pictures from different places. When the people, they saw I'm using the projector, they start to come. They come 1, 2, 3, 10, maybe 20 people come. Then maybe became 100. Eh? I said, okay guys, let us meet in the evening in the park and I'll show you more pictures. In the evening, I buy some food, some meat, and we make a barbecue and I start to show them different pictures. And suddenly, I put on the wall the picture of Mecca. I don't mention anything about Islam up to that time. I put them the picture of Mecca. And there was people praying during the Ramadan, you know, more than 1 million people. I said, look guys, which amazing exercise. What do you think? You know which way you think this 1 million people, they can make this exercise to go in same times down? Somebody, we don't know. I said, this is a prayer. How you know that? I was there. How you went there? Because I was like you, Christian, and I became Muslim. I tell them about the story, how I became Muslim, and they was enthusiastic, you know. And 22 people from that people, they come to Islam. Don't stop somebody in the street and tell him, hey John, come. I want you to be a Muslim because if you will not be a Muslim, you will go to hellfire. Never that guy, you will not be a Muslim. But just tell him, John, come. Have a dinner with me tonight. Why? You're my brother. And give him a dinner. And when he go home, tell him like this, don't forget never you are my brother. When he will go home, he will start to think. And he will come to you and give him second times, third times, and then give him the information. One mistake which most of the Muslims they are doing, pressure on the people. They tell them today, you have to be a Muslim, you have to be a Muslim, you have to be. They start to hate Islam. No, tell him, I'm happy as a Muslim. Believe me, if you tell to somebody, I'm happy as a Muslim, but you have to be convinced. Don't make it that I'm happy as a Muslim. You have to be convinced. Believe me, this is the best way now. You will start to ask you questions. When somebody asks you a question, it's already the dialogue there. And it's dependent on you and Allah. You give him the right way, but you have to do your work. Because we want to see the face of Allah in paradise. Brother, please, when you go from here, try to remember. Invite the Muslim people to the mosque and show to the non-Muslim society. We cannot say we are better than them because we don't know, only Allah knows. But we have to act better than them. Let our place to be clean. If your neighbor's house is dirty, go one time to help to clean in front of his house. Believe me, this is dawah. If somebody is having some problems, help him. Huh? In one country, I went in Qatar, and they invite me for I was there during the Ramadan. They invite me for, breaking the fast. And we was maybe 300 people. I said, but I don't see any non-Muslim here. But this is how I say, guys, you invite non-Muslim people. You have in your office, you have in your work, you have non-Muslim people. Invite them for iftar. But do you come? Do you invite them? Invite them. After 3 weeks, I get email from that guy. He said, every day I invite 10 people, non-Muslim people, for iftar in my house. He was a big sheikh. Not sheikh in the term of religious, as a rural family. And he said, Mohammed, I invite every day 10 people. After sometimes 7 of that people, they come to Islam. Brother, inviting people, getting together with them, treat them nice, this is the best way. Prophet Mohamed Stefan tells us, the best example, best acting is the best dawah. Not only talk nice about Islam, Islam is the best religion. What they want? When somebody is coming to you, never, when you see him coming to that door, never ask him, what do you want? Ask him, what do you need? He's saying things, but in the way you will ask, you're making dawah. And always show to the people we are happy as a Muslim. I don't want to keep it very long, but I want all of you to keep this one in your mind. Somebody became Muslim, he took his car, he took his logo, going around the world to spread the name of Islam. I was in America, everybody said, oh, they will kill you in America, they will arrest you. I don't face any difficulties. I have in the street more than 2,000 people come to Islam. All of them because of the Turkish men, not because of me. But always, in Australia, somebody come to beat me. He asked me to give me a cigarette. I said, I don't smoke. And he want to beat me. I tell him, I'll buy a cigarette for you. He said, you buy a cigarette for me? Yes, why not? Okay, if you will not buy a cigarette, I will beat you. And he took me to the grocery, and he was waiting outside. I go inside of the grocery, I buy for him sandwich, biscuits, Coca-Cola, many things, one big basket like this. I go out and I give it to him. Oh, thank you. But you don't buy a cigarette. And then you see these things, I pay maybe $100. One pack of cigarette is 90 cents. But all these things, they will do good for you. But the cigarettes, they will not do any good to you. He said, are you a priest? I said, no. But why tell me that? Because you are my brother. That guy, he became friendly. And he come with me in the night, he bring all his gang. And we talk about Islam, believe me, up to the Fajr prayer, 2 of them, they come to Islam. Brother, it's very important how we treat the people. It's very important. How I said, we became tired very easy. Sometimes we give up. I have a man in my city, 10 years. He worked with his neighbor until he was trying to convince him to be a Muslim. He couldn't. But his wife became Muslim. Don't be upset if somebody don't come to Islam. But what we have to be upset if somebody who is a Muslim, he forget what is the meaning of Islam. For this reason, I insist in 2 directions. To bring the Muslim to Islam and to show the beauty of Islam to the non-Muslim. And may Allah reward you for your time, brother. And don't be tired never in dawah. Because if I ask our brother, he was having a business, let's say he was selling car. He failed. Then he started with the real estate. He failed. Now his workshop is going well. He tried 2 or 3 times. In dawah, when you have the smallest difficulty, we give up. Keep going, and may Allah reward all of us. Thank you very much for your attention, and let us to see the face of Allah in paradise together.
آمين يا رب.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers, and see you inshallah.
جزاك الله خير.